Alright, this is pretty big and alarming. The Bunnell development that was just approved last night, 6,100 homes, all that stuff. We are just finding out that the Florida Wildlife Corridor will be severely in the future impacted by this development. In that same area, you can see here, the proposed lands in the lighter shade are indicating where that corridor would be successful if it was added to the corridor as it stands. But that Bunnell development, you can see right in the middle there, smack dab in the middle, and it's going to connect. If you can see, there's a part over here, there's a part to the south, a part to the west over that way. So this Bunnell development is going to essentially just splice, butcher the future proposed Florida Wildlife Corridor. And this is essential. But part of it, even I have said that with the Florida Wildlife Corridor, developers sometimes say, well, hey, as long as it's there, it's fine, so we can chop every other part of Florida, but as long as this corridor remains, we're fine. That is not standing, and that's showing more of this developers and their reckless nature and what's really going on. And further, the comprehensive plan for Bunnell, they have greenway and corridor plans, as I'll share, and this exact development goes right in the face of that. It's not going to be continuous, it's not going to be as good for the wetlands, and yes, it mentions there's 60% commitment of that land should be for, conservation, open space, whatever. Here's the big fallacy. Always ask yourself, where is that map? Because the problem is 60% in just a chunk is pretty good because you need that continuous form of land to be very productive. But if it's all like spliced here, there's a cul-de-sac here, there's some over here, there's a little corner over here, then that land becomes way more effective. It's about continuous large amounts of conservation. Further, the bear mortalities, as mentioned and seen in this FWC map, are also concerning because there'll be more roadways, and that is already something that's going to be concerning for the Florida black bear. This concern with this Florida Wildlife Corridor, Florida Keepers got this with permission. The Chief Conservation Officer from the Florida Wildlife Corridor Foundation, Jason Lauritsen, he reached out to the development pretty much laying out the same thing, that these proposed lands that they would like to add to the corridor are right smack dab where this Bunnell development is going to be right in the middle there. So it's really going to hinder a lot of things. Moving on, as I just mentioned, it's going to 3 times the population of this area. Mind you, where are the rights of the locals in this area? Because I guarantee you do a direct vote of everyone there, it's a no. Flat out. But this is concerning because we saw the shady dealings of what happened when they switched the vote and brought it back this development project in the late June, and now they're obviously going through with it. But I would like to add a very important note, and this was after sifting through a lot of research here. There is still a second meeting coming up. I found the exact date, but there is another meeting where they actually have to formally approve this again.